I think for some of our younger blokes to experience, I suppose, the rivalry and maybe the crowd and I suppose the occasion is something that we want to keep, meeting those challenges and keep, I suppose, exposing those kids to those environments. So I think it's really important for Watson and these kids to really get a taste of it with the crowd and the experience and, just the learning that they get from that game against the premiers of the competition.
Greg, Collingwood beat you pretty comfortably both times last year. Do you think you've developed enough over the summer that you can be super contending?
I think it'll be a real test. I think it shows, Collingwood lost to Hawthorn, but I think if you wind the clock back, I think it was May that they lost their last game of football. So it's been a long time since they've lost. I think one game since May last year. So for our group, it'll be a great time to challenge ourselves. I think the things that we've worked on over Christmas and that pre-season period will be a great chance to, we've had 2 weeks and we've met some challenges that we've sort of been tested in, but this is the ultimate test in footy at the moment. I think the people that or clubs that have challenged the suspension to players have actually lost. I think the record shows the percentages you actually lose that battle, and we knew through some of the experiences that we've had before with our challenges, and Michael was such an important player for us and had a great pre-season, so we wanted to get him into the team as quick as possible, and he'll play this week. So it sort of never crossed our mind to challenge it.
What does he mean to have him back in that back?
Well, he's in our leadership group, and what he does, for the back six is really organised, and he's, this is his first full pre-season in probably 4 or 5 years, so he hasn't missed a beat. He's put on probably put on around 4 or 5 kilos, so he looks bigger as well. So, and he's got a lot of confidence out of the pre-season period. So, for him, I think this is the next stage that he'll elevate his, position in the competition, and we really rate him highly, and we can't wait to get him back in.
How's Bauer coming on?
Yeah, Bauer's going all right, but he couldn't do some of the physical side of training, the combat side of training yesterday, so which was only a small component of training. But we won't consider him this week because of that. We want to take fit men into the game, and he'll probably play reserves. I think the crowd and who we're playing, I think that's the great motivation for our group to challenge themselves. There's no doubt we got off to a great start last week, but we were challenging the group every quarter to about not taking their foot off the pedal, and that's something that we probably haven't done in previous years, about making sure that we get full quarter performances. We've had some good wins, but we've fallen away in some of our games, and even the Richmond game, we had the third quarter there where they came back, and that's something that we need to get better at. While we have this opportunity to be in front, we need to keep pushing on, and I thought the group did it really well last week. Mick's right. The Gold Coast team probably ran their race. Maybe emotionally, the build-up was, you can play your game before you've actually played it, and I think some of those kids did and the players did. But from our group's point of view, this is the ultimate challenge, and that's what they're looking forward to. We're in a situation that it doesn't matter who we play from week to week. We've got things in place that we know we have to hit our KPIs, and that will make us a better team. And we've seen what mixed groups achieved last year, and the way they've done it for the last 4 or 5 years. They've played finals, top 4, and some of the things that they've done extremely well. And we've had a look at them and some of the other teams in the competition, how we can improve. And we know it's not just, yes, we play Collingwood, we get to that bar this week and try and hit those KPIs. We have to do it every week, and it's really critical for us to get more consistency in our game. I think if you break it down just from clearances, we're first at clearances and Collingwood are second, and from scoring I think Collingwood are first and we're second. So clearance will have a big say. I think what Collingwood have done is keep the ball in their forward 50 or forward part of the ground longer than anyone in the competition for the last 12 months, and it started that way this year. So it'll be a real big thing for us to win the clearances. I think our skipper and one of the best clearance players in the competition will be there. So, we could have a fair say. But, the blokes that Collingwood have got in there, Pendlebury, Swan, Ball, they're elite in that area of the game. So it'll be a great challenge for us.
Has Gavin Brown been able to offer you a bit of extra insight, perhaps?
He has about Mick. It's been quite interesting. No, he hasn't. No. I think Gavin's brought, we've had some things in place that we've tried to implement, but it hasn't worked. And then really to have Gav come over and talk about his knowledge of the game, not just about Collingwood, but what he would like to set up from a back six point of view has been first class. He's a quality individual, and what he does with the players and their relationship, he's built a lot of confidence in. Jeremy Laidler's just come to our club and he's been new, but the way he's fitted in, Nick Daigan as well, really helped him, and Chris Yarran down there in the back half as well really helped him. I suppose shape his game. I think we look at Chris's ability to counter-attack and use the ball, but defensively Chris has grown enormously. He's doing a great job for us down there. Jamison again, so Gav's, I suppose from a team point of view, he's been really helpful to, I suppose, the team defence, not just the back six, which I know Collingwood are really big on, and I think last year they were close to the best defensive team in the competition, so we've taken a bit of Collingwood into us this year.
But ahead of this game specifically, you had a bit of a chat?
He's ran through it. No, he's. I think it's like everyone at your football club. If we get someone from another club, we actually talk about some of the strengths and weaknesses of the team and individuals through their eyes, and they're not always perfect. Like Andy Collins spoke about Richmond round one, so we'd like to get his input. Gav and Richo's been at Collingwood, and they know the people around, so we've sort of asked them, through their eyes what they've seen and some of the things that can work, and maybe how can we get a competitive advantage.